Imagine opening a TV remote, a laptop, a game console, or even your smartphone. Hidden inside is something almost every electronic device has in common: a printed circuit board. And no matter who made it, Apple, Samsung, Sony, or an old calculator from the 1990s, the board is almost always green. But have you ever stopped and wondered why? Was green simply fashionable when computers were invented, or is there a hidden scientific reason behind it? The truth involves military history, human biology, chemistry, and billions of dollars in manufacturing. Welcome to SimpleFacts. Today we're uncovering the surprising story behind one of the most overlooked objects on Earth. Why are circuit boards green? Here's the first surprise. The circuit board itself isn't green at all. If manufacturers left it unfinished, you'd see a dull yellow, gray, or brown fiberglass board with thin copper lines running everywhere. Those copper lines are the roads that electricity travels through. They connect processors, memory chips, sensors, buttons, speakers, everything. But copper has a problem. It oxidizes, it's soft, and if molten solder accidentally connects two copper traces together, the entire device can instantly fail. So engineers coat the board with a protective layer called a solder mask. This thin resin covers nearly every copper pathway, while leaving only tiny metal pads exposed for components to be soldered. The green color you see isn't the board, it's the solder mask. So that raises an even bigger question: why is the protective coating green? To answer that, we need to travel back to the Cold War. During the 1950s and 1960s, the largest customer for printed circuit boards wasn't consumers. It was the US military, missiles, aircraft, communication systems, radar equipment. Reliability was everything. A failed circuit board could mean losing millions of dollars or even lives. Early solder mask materials naturally had a muddy green appearance. Instead of changing it, engineers began testing different formulas and pigments. Green consistently proved to be one of the most reliable options. Because the military ordered enormous quantities, manufacturers optimized entire production lines around green solder masks. Machines, quality control systems, chemical recipes, everything became standardized. And once civilian electronics exploded in popularity decades later, factories simply kept using what already worked. Sometimes the cheapest solution becomes the world's standard. But history isn't the only reason. Biology played a huge role too. Before modern AI cameras inspected electronics, humans did. Workers spent entire shifts staring at tiny solder joints under bright fluorescent lights. Imagine inspecting thousands of shiny metal connections every single day, and the product failed. Scientists discovered something fascinating. The human eye is most sensitive to green wavelengths. Green creates less visual fatigue than many other colors. It also produces excellent contrast. Silver solder joints stand out clearly. White printed labels become easier to read. Tiny defects become easier to notice. As a result, workers made fewer mistakes, inspection became faster, quality improved. Sometimes choosing the right color saves companies millions. Today, manufacturers can make circuit boards in almost any color: black, blue, red, purple, white, even transparent. So why doesn't everyone switch? Because every color comes with trade-offs. Black boards absorb more light. That makes automated inspection harder. White boards reflect too much light. Blue and red often reduce contrast between components. Green remains almost perfect for both humans and inspection machines. Even modern factories still benefit from decades of optimization. There's another reason green refuses to disappear. Green solder mask has been refined for decades. Manufacturers know exactly how it behaves. It cures quickly. It hardens evenly. It resists heat. It protects copper extremely well. And perhaps most importantly, it allows manufacturers to produce incredibly tiny spaces between electrical traces, sometimes thinner than a human hair. That level of precision is harder to achieve consistently with many other pigments. Since nearly every factory already produces green boards, green is also the cheapest option. Changing colors sounds simple, but across billions of electronics every year, even saving a few cents per board matters. So the next time you open a computer, TV, remote, or old game console, take a look inside. That green board isn't just a random design choice. It's the result of military engineering, human biology, decades of chemical research, and one of the most successful manufacturing standards ever created. Sometimes the simplest objects hide the most fascinating stories. If you enjoyed discovering the hidden history behind everyday objects, make sure to like this video, subscribe to SimpleFacts,